New genes found that alter height. Genetics is the study of genes, heredity, and variation among organisms. Height, a physical trait, is said to have a strong genetic basis. It is accounted that about 80% of variance in height is due to genetics. Why is it that height has a wide range across mankind, yet is heavily genetically influenced? Why don't we have just two defined heights across the human race, one corresponding with the recessive allele and one for the expression of the dominant allele? This is because of two things. First, like many other physical features in our bodies, this trait is determined by the combined effects of multiple genes, a phenomenon known as polygenic inheritance. Along with this, it's also true that about 20% of the determination of one's height is based on both environmental factors and health conditions. Many known and familiar factors of height are skeletal growth and collagen levels that correlate. Collagen is a main structural protein of various connective tissues found in animals. So the gene determining the amount of collagen one creates has a direct linkage and serves as a small proportion of determining the height of a person. Scientists decided to study height and its correlation to genetics through different research methods. The largest height-related genetic study was titled GIANT, Genetic Investigation of Anthropometric Traits. This collaborative study's goal is to find and identify different genetic regions that relate and affect height and stature. The GIANT collaboration has taken different anthropometric traits into the scientific database to test for genetic makeup. Some of the different anthropometric traits tested were BMI, height, and waist circumference. After gathering genomes from more than 25,000 different individuals, the GIANT collaboration found 423 identifiable genetic regions that directly were associated with height and stature. This study brought about two major conclusions. First, it gave scientists confirmation of their speculation that height is a combination of many different genes and confirmed the genes and factors originally thought to be controlling height, like collagen levels and skeletal growth. Secondly, it brought about surprising new information, showing that the amount of genes they once thought to be controlling height was minuscule to the amount found throughout the study. Genes coding for things such as cell growth, but not related to skeletal function, play a significant role in one's height. So what does this mean, and where can this take us in the future? Understanding the genetic factors that determine height will be advantageous in different prominent medical conditions. With proper research, this could treat conditions such as gigantism, dwarfism, or disproportional appendages. Further studies are being conducted on these new gene regions of interest and how exactly they fit into the complex and intricately woven makeup of determining our height. One question people often ask is, why does height differ over time? Are we still evolving as species in regards to height and body stature? The answer is yes. Research has shown that in the last 100 years, and as far back as 1780, the average man has grown more than 11 centimeters in height. This proves that genes controlling height are prone to natural selection. Body composition and height will ultimately change and evolve over time due to sanitation, health, and nutrition. In the past 100 years, nutrition and health has greatly improved, causing the average height to increase. This evolutionary shift is due to our adaptation to the environment. Height is greatly related to our genetic makeup, and even more genes than we once thought of are affecting height.